the Ukrainian forces enter multiple settlements in Kursk Oblast. Ukrainian forces launched renewed offensives in Russia's Kursk Oblast on 5th January, achieving tactical advances in several areas, according to the Institute for the Study of War. Meanwhile, Russians counterattacked in response to the Ukrainian assaults. According to the report, Ukrainian troops conducted company-sized mechanized assaults in the Berdyan-Novosotnitsky direction, northeast of Sudzha, in 3 waves involving a battalion of armored vehicles. Geolocated footage indicates Ukrainian forces advanced in fields southwest and south of Berdyan, entering the settlement's southern part. ISW reports Ukrainian troops also occupied Cherkaskoye, Porechnoye, Marinovka, and Mikhailovka, northeast of Sudzha, and recently entered Novosotnitsky. Additional gains were reported west of Yamskaya Steppe and Novaya Sorochina. Russian forces launched counterattacks in response to intensified Ukrainian assaults. Geolocated footage shows Russian advances in Makhnovka, southeast of Sudzha. Kremlin-linked sources reported Russian airborne units pushing Ukrainian forces from Makhnovka and Dmitriukov. Heavy fighting continued near Nikolsky, Alexandria, and Malaya Lokhnya. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky reported Russian and North Korean forces lost up to a battalion of infantry near Makhnovka between 3rd and 4th January. Russian mill bloggers claimed a Russian mechanized column was destroyed during unsuccessful advances. ISW reports Russian sources are concerned about their military's ability to counter Ukraine's integration of electronic warfare and long-range strikes with ground operations. Ukrainian EW reportedly disrupted Russian drone operations during assaults in Kursk Oblast, hindering defenses against mechanized attacks. Ukrainian forces also used long-range strikes, including HIMARS, to interdict Russian reinforcements and artillery, showcasing advanced combined arms tactics. Russian mill bloggers speculated the renewed Ukrainian efforts in Kursk might serve as a diversion. They also highlighted the involvement of Russian 155th Naval Infantry Brigade, Chechen Akhmat units, former Wagner personnel, and Bars reserve forces in defending against Ukrainian assaults. Meanwhile, the Russians continue their renewed assaults on Terny, trying to break the Ukrainian defenses through overwhelming artillery fire and large mechanized assaults. However, Ukrainians have exposed a huge Russian weakness, allowing Ukrainian tank crews to eliminate the Russian assaults from point-blank range. Russians are deploying numerous infantry fighting vehicles in large mechanized convoys to breach Ukrainian defenses east of Terny. These groups are meant to dismount numerous Russian stormtroopers, who then take up positions in the houses and basements in the southern part of the village, gradually consolidating their control. Once established, Russian forces could cut off Ukrainian supply and reinforcement routes to the north, placing key roads under fire control. This would render Ukrainian positions in northern Terny unsustainable, as they would be starved of ammunition and supplies. This elevated position provides a clear line of sight over Ukrainian positions and movements within the village, allowing Russian units to observe Ukrainian forces more effectively. Additionally, the terrain shields Russian assault units from direct Ukrainian fire while on the move. The northern elevations are under Russian control, and a forest blocks Ukrainian visibility from the south, while winding paths and hills obscure the view from within Terny. To support their assault, Russians have stockpiled artillery shells in the region, able to unleash heavy barrages as they try to break Ukrainian resistance.
Выстрел!
However, despite their advantages, Russian mechanized units must traverse 20 kilometers of open fields and along tree lines to get from their nearest logistics hub in Kreminna to Ukrainian positions along the river. This journey takes Russians approximately 30 to 45 minutes, providing Ukrainian drone operators ample time to detect and track the advancing units. In addition to exposing Russian assault forces to early detection and precision strikes, makes it impossible for the Russians to adequately supply any bridgehead they establish in Terny. Furthermore, the lack of a secure Russian supply line allowed the Ukrainians to easily eliminate any bridgeheads the Russians attempted to establish. As any Russian flanking attack would immediately be detected during the 20-kilometer journey across open fields, Ukrainians could even deploy their tanks in a direct fire role to eliminate any Russian stormtroopers with utmost aggression.
Давай, 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 рух! Давай, 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 давай! 10-0! Запобіжить центр бігом, бля! Заїбашка! Да! На 300? Не знаю! Щось уїбало в руку! Прикройте! Вейт, крой право! Эй,